everyone, it's at Adam Kota.
At Sir F Word.
Now this week on the Wrasslun Show, I had Andrew Kent as my special guest for the audio portion.
And he got the budget, Andrew.
That's right. So for the video portion, I'm bringing in Drew to help us talk about today's subject, which is the draft. Now, rumor has been circulating that we are getting another superstar shakeup in the fall, and a lot of people, myself included, feel like it's not the right move. I feel like this kind of stuff is happening too often, which leads us to our topic today, which is the draft. How do we feel about it 1 year later? I mean, yes, we're a little over a year, but approximately a year later, how do we feel about it? So, Drew, if you were to give a grade, a letter grade to the draft in the year, its first year, how would you grade it?
Probably around a C+ or a B-.
Okay, and why?
There are some good things about it. Like if they do have something of an identity, nothing too concrete yet. Like Raw is kind of all over the place in their 3 hours. SmackDown is quote unquote the land of opportunity, that storyline opportunity, but it doesn't feel too different except for the superstars involved. Like you don't see AJ Styles on Raw, you don't see Seth Rollins on SmackDown. That's what their main difference is, the actual performers and not the sense of the show. It's still a WWE production.
I couldn't agree with you more, and I give the same letter grading. I give a C to it as well. It's definitely done a good job in trying to keep things separate, and they haven't fallen back into that, although they're starting to, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But yeah, I think it's an okay, not fantastic. What have they, we've talked about some of the things they've done right. What are the things that they can improve on? What's something you would like to see the draft do better in the next 365 days?
I'd like the identity, because I don't know if you remember, of course you do, because it's you. You have this encyclopedic mind of wrestling, but like early thousands, SmackDown and Raw felt different. Raw felt like this gritty, blood-soaked, hard-hitting show where like the fun athletic cruiserweights, technical wrestlers, tag teams.
Yeah.
It felt like
a wrestling show.
It felt like a wrestling show.
And Raw felt like entertainment.
Exactly. And they had this different identity where it's like WWE. NXT is kind of different in the sense of, they actually tape it and they're able to edit it to a certain way, whereas you're kind of stuck with live TV to do live TV.
Yeah.
So what I'd like to see is, I'd like to see that back. Get rid of the cruiserweights from Raw, either do 205 Live or bring them to SmackDown, and don't do that purple thing.
I think that you're definitely right about that. I think the clear issue is identity, and for the love of God, keep the rosters separate, or at the very least, if you're going to give us a day where John Cena just shows up out of the blue, give us a reason, give us some trades.
Yeah, sure.
Why did Jason Jordan go over to Raw? Get it? He's Kurt Angle's son, but hey, did SmackDown not get somebody in return for that? Keep some logic to it. That would be helpful. And
they did get someone in return.
Who's that?
Shelton Benjamin.
That's true.
It was in kayfabe.
But they never talked about it. This is what
Daniel Bryan said, since Jordan went to Raw, I got Kurt Angle to bring Shelton Benjamin.
Once again, I'm an idiot. So I think we'll leave it
Tom
at
Hooper.
that. Most importantly, though, how would you improve the draft? Tell us in the comments below. Share it with your friends. Let them know so that they can tell us how stupid we are. And to insult us, they can catch us at Adam Kota.
At Sir F Word.
And we thank you very much for joining us for your video content this week for the Wrasslun Show. You know what to do. Watch, share, subscribe, repeat.